Hello everyone, welcome back to a video that, had to come out eventually, but, I don't really want to talk about it too much because it's kind of awkward. So Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are coming out decent, actually they've already came out, what am I talking about? But I'm getting one of those two versions, like, when I'm at my family's house in northern part of Illinois around the Christmas season. So I'm not going to be able to do a few things. I mean, the only thing you're not going to see me do when I'm streaming the game is you're not going to see the opening cutscene, because I want to get save data from me so I can get the stuff from Pokemon Unite. So aside from the opening cutscene and the opening dialogue, whatever, I'm just gonna do whatever the heck I need to do to save the game. Once the game is saved, then I don't play anything from that point forward. But I do have a team that I want to play with. I'm only going to be using the initial starter, and then these are the 5 I think I'm going to use. If I find a cooler one from the new Pokemon that fits the typing or something around that, then I'll definitely take that. But 2 of these Pokemon are definitely staying on the team because I never used them before. But one of them I've never used before on the team, and I want to. Well, 2 of these Pokemon are gonna stay guaranteed. I just haven't used one of them for a playthrough. I've used it a few times in like the Gen 2 Pokemon. I just haven't used it on a playthrough. My starter pick will be Fuecoco, because I still have Final Evolutions. Here's notes that you should keep in mind. Quaxly's not a squid, Fuecoco is not a horse, Swigatoot's Final Evolution is on 2 legs. That is all I'm just gonna say. So I'm going for Fuecoco because I was only going to pick Trigatito if it was on 4 legs, like everyone wanted it to be. I was only going to pick, and then I would go with Fuecoco. But if Fuecoco was a horse, I would be picking Quaxly no matter what it looked like, if it was ugly or whatnot. I'm not picking a horse starter or a disappointment. I'd rather just pick the funny looking duck with the big hat. And then these next 2, I would absolutely love to use, and one of these I'm okay with switching out. The first one is Azumarill. I love it. It's Pokemon Unite. Water Fairy is a great typing, especially considering it's a really good offensive typing, and it's a decent Pokemon overall. This one I'm going to talk about, these next 2 I'm going to talk about, they are guaranteed on my team. Hatterene is the first one. Hatterene is one of my favorite Pokemon. Unfortunately, Dracovish is not in the Pokedex of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. At least in the returning Pokemon for the first little bit. But once Dracovish is reintroduced somehow, I'm going to use that for like a playthrough team. I'm going to bring in the whole squad again and see if they can beat the league. And I will have disobedience orders because they're all level 100 at the time I'm recording this. They are all level 100. I'm going to disobedient level 100s and kind of beat the game. That's going to be fun. And the next one is Ampharos. I've never used it on a playthrough, but it's a really cool Pokemon. Its Mega Evolution is my favorite electric type. And it's just one I haven't used, and I would like to use it. Because it's in the early game parts, at least from what I've heard. These last 2, they're just Pokemon that I needed to fit something. They're both going to sit the same thing. The first one's going to be a Dragon type, and the other one's going to be a Fighting type. So the Dragon type I'm picking is Altaria. I honestly like how Pokemon that are starting as normal are sometimes some of the most powerful in typings. Altaria is one of those. It's 4 times weak to ice, but it's cool that a normal flying type turns into a dragon type, with basically nothing changing from it just being a bird with cloud wings. And the next one is Breloom. I've never used Breloom, and it's a fighting type, fits and completes the Grass, Water, Fire trio. I would like to get the Steel Fairy Dragon trio, meaning if I can find an electric steel type that isn't Magnezone or something like that, definitely gonna switch on first out for that. But maybe not. It depends on if I like them first. But most likely, I'm just gonna switch out it for like a Grass Steel type that's new. That way I can get the trio of the competitive scene done. Honestly, I just wanted to do this just because I was bored and I wanted to see what Pokemon I would pick for just the starter and then 5 returning Pokemon. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you next time.